Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. Today we are going to compare the Rode Wireless Go with the Bietrun WXM22. These are two wireless microphone systems. This is a virtual unknown that's about half the price, and I want to find out, can it compete with what has been, sort of the YouTube standard, the Rode Wireless Go. So we're going to go ahead and talk about them and then do a little test to see how they perform, and here we go. All right, before we go ahead outside and test these out, these two microphones out, let's go ahead and just go over some of the differences. And well, Bietrun put together a nice little spec sheet, a little comparison sheet, so let's go over it. So let's throw it up on the screen. And we can see right here we have the two microphones. And the first thing that we see is a big difference is price. The Rode Wireless Go is, they're showing it here as $220 versus $99 for the Bietrun. Now, both of these microphones are a little bit cheaper right now. I see the Rode Wireless Go for around $199, and I'm seeing the Bietrun for around $80, $81, something like that on Amazon. Now, the next thing is the wireless mode. We're looking at the Bietrun, which is UHF, versus the Rode, which is 2.4 gigahertz. And I will tell you that I think the UHF is better because it gives you a longer range and it works with a stronger signal so that obstacles don't actually cause signal dropout. Now it's showing channel quantity. It looks like you're going to get 50 channels on the Bietrun and only one channel on the Rode. Now I'm not sure how accurate that is, but you do get 50 channels on the Bietrun. I've never actually had to switch any channels on the Rode. It seems like it's always just works. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Generally, I'm working by myself, so I don't have other signals interfering, but that is something to consider. So, all right. Next is the max range with obstacles. So we're seeing with obstacles, we're going to get 35 meters with the Bietrun, and we are going to get 12 meters with the Rode. Now, max range without obstacles, that means just a clear, line of sight, nothing in the way. We're going to get 100 meters with the Bietrun and 70 meters with the Rode. So that's pretty good for both of them. I mean, that 100 meters is, what is that, 300 feet, something like that? And that's a long way. All right. Next it says connect with hot shoe. So yes, it has a little clamp on the back of both of them, so you can connect it to a hot shoe very easily. It says anti-interference. It says the Bietrun is stronger, whereas the Rode is weaker. I'll give them that since it's a UHF, so there's going to probably be less interference. Decibels, it shows that the Bietrun can go to 38 decibels, whereas the Rode goes to 24. Both of them have an omnidirectional polar pattern as far as the pickup pattern. Now the mic mode, it looks like they both have built-in mics, except the Bietrun actually does come with an external microphone. It does come with an external lavalier microphone. Now the Rode, you can buy an external microphone. You can you can just plug in pretty much any external lavalier mic you want or 3.5 millimeter microphone that you want. But you can get a Rode wireless, a Rode lavalier mic to plug into the Wireless Go, but it's an extra cost. All right, monitor mode. You do have the ability to monitor your audio with the Bietrun. It does have a headphone jack on the receiver. You do not have that option with the Rode. You're just sort of out of luck. You're gonna have to monitor from your camera because you don't have the option. If you don't have a camera that allows you to monitor, then you're just sort of guessing. So, all right, the next one here is adjustable sound levels. With the Rode, you're going to get 3 levels. With the Bietrun, you're going to get 15, and you can do them in one-step increments, so 15 different levels. And you can do it stepless if you want to, but you have those 15 different levels, where the Rode, you're only going to get 3. Now, on the Bietrun, as far as the screen, you're going to get a screen on both the receiver and the transmitter, which I actually really like, whereas on the Rode, you're only getting the screen on the receiver. So there's that. Now, last but not least is the cable that comes included. And so you're going to get a Trs cable with the Rode. That's what you need for cameras. If you are using the Bietrun, you're also going to get the TRRS. So you're going to get the TRS and the TRRS with the Bietrun, which means you can use this with both phones and with cameras. Now, you can get a TRRS for the Rode, but again, it's going to be an extra cost. All right, so there we have it. Those are all the specs. Let's go ahead now and head outside and try these microphones out and test them out, see which ones we think are the best, check the range, and then we'll come back inside here and I'll hook each microphone up inside here in the studio so we can see what it sounds like in here. All right, everyone, so I'm outside here and I'm gonna start off using the Bietrun microphone. I have it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and tap it. You can hear that right there. And so I have my iPhone here and I'm going to use the Measure app. And the first thing I'm going to do is simply turn around and go and walk this way and actually get the distance that I'm going. So when I turn around, the first thing that's going to happen is, well, I'm going to have an obstacle between me and the transmitter and the receiver, which is going to be me. And then we'll put some distance in between there. So, but I want to measure it to see if it drops out, at what point it drops out. So let me go ahead and turn around and I'm going to go ahead and start the measurement right there, and I'm going to start walking here and we'll get going. We'll see here I'm at about 10, 12, 15 feet. Let me just go ahead and keep going, and I'm going to walk all the way to this Volkswagen Beetle down here, and that's going to be, let's see here, we're at about 50 feet now, and so there we go. We are now at about 65 feet. So 65 feet we're at right there. So there we are, 65 feet. So let me go ahead now and actually let me just walk back here. So we should be able to hear myself. We should be able to hear me fine here, since I'm you know, direct line of sight. Now I don't know what it was like when my back was turned because I haven't heard it yet, but I should have been just fine. So, but that was 65 feet away, and if it broke up at all and we lost signal, we'll know at what point we lost signal. So I'm going to go ahead now and swap out the receiver, swap out the Bietrun receiver for the Rode, and we're going to see if the Rode has a similar experience, if we have the same sort of performance with the Rode, or if we have any signal dropout. Okay, so I went ahead and switched over the receivers, and I have my Rode mic that I'm using now. I'm going to go ahead and tap it. We can hear that there. And I have my iPhone again. So I'm going to go ahead, turn around, and start walking. And again, the first thing that's going to happen when I turn around is I'm going to be an obstacle. So we'll see if that causes me any issues. And then we're just going to start walking back and measure the distance and see if we get any signal dropout and at which point. So let me go ahead and start this here. So I'm going to go ahead and start that right there. And I'm going to start walking here, and now we can see here I'm at about 10, 12, 15 feet here. I'm going to keep going. I'm at 30 feet now, and there you go. I'm at about 40, 45 feet here, and I'm at 50, 55, just about 60 feet, 5 feet right there. All right, so I'm editing the video and I'm noticing that the Rode is cutting out at about 20 feet. I mean, 20 feet, that's not far at all. Now I do have my back turned, but still, it's 20 feet. That's not very good. All right, well, back to the test. All right, so there we go. That is 65 feet right here. I'm gonna go ahead and walk back, but hopefully I'm still getting a signal here at 65 feet because I do have direct line of sight. I do have a couple of obstacles, well, one obstacle between me, which is my my shirt here, since this is clipped under my shirt. Well, my shirt and my jacket here, and that could be a problem. We also have the distance, so let's go ahead and walk back now and see if I'm walking back, at what point the signal picks up. So yeah, so we'll see here. Hopefully it didn't drop out at all. But if it did, we'll know when, and then we can tell which one is going to perform the best there. So who knows? If they perform the same, that's saying a lot for Bietrun, because Bietrun is less than half the price. It's only $89 on Amazon right now. Plus there's an additional like 10% off, so it's making it around 80 bucks. So the Rode Wireless Go is around 200 bucks. Now, the Bietrun does come with some extras, which we'll talk about, you know, or we've already talked about, but you know, this is, you know, these are two microphones. One of them, the Rode Wireless Go, which everyone has on YouTube has bought and loved and has been sort of a standard. This other one is a virtual unknown, but could end up being sort of a dark horse sleeper. That's a really, really good microphone. All right, so here we are. We are back in the house here and back in my studio, and I have the Bietrun mic hooked up first. I have it just hooked up right to my shirt here. Now, I don't normally wear my mic like this, but I know a lot of people wear their mics on the outside of their clothing, where I normally wear mine underneath. But I wanted to give you just a quick taste of what this sounds like on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and move it onto the inside the way I normally use it. And again, this is the Bietrun microphone. So let me go ahead and unclip this right quick. And I'm just going to move this underneath my shirt. So let me put that right there. And there we go. So now I just have it underneath my shirt right there. And that is how I normally wear it so that you can't see the microphone. So yeah, this is a sample of the Bietrun WXM22 microphone, and I'm going to go ahead now and hook the Rode up so we can hear what this sounds like. Now, right now inside the studio here, I'm recording with my Sony a7R III. On the outside, when we went outside, I was recording with my a7S III. So just want to give you an idea what you can expect if you have these cameras. But let's go ahead now and hook up the Rode microphone, and we'll see what it sounds like here in the studio. All right, so I went ahead and swapped them out. I'm now recording with the Rode Wireless Go, which is clipped onto my shirt right here. And yeah, so this is what you can expect what it can sound like. I'm here in my studio, same space. So again, I don't normally wear my microphones on the outside of my clothing like this. I normally wear them on the inside. So again, I'm gonna take this, unclip it, and put it underneath my shirt. So let me grab this right quick. And let's take this and move this underneath here. And there we go. Let's get that clipped on right there. And there we go. Now, one thing I do notice about the Rode is that, let me get this adjusted, see if we can get that situated. There we go. Let's get that there, probably some ruffling noise. Is that the Rode Wireless Go, because the receiver and the transmitter, both of them are smaller, but the transmitter in particular, because they're smaller than the Bietrun and most of the other sort of wireless mics that have the built-in lavs like this, they sort of flop around a little bit underneath my clothing, which sometimes ends up with ruffling noise. So where the other ones are just a little bit bigger, when I first experienced one of the bigger ones, I thought maybe it'd be a problem, but it actually turned out to be, you know, helpful, because it helped with the extra weight and stuff. It would sit more sturdy against my body and it didn't flop around a little bit, while the Rode Wireless Go seems to move a little bit because it's so small. But yeah, this is what you can, this is what it sounds like, so you can get an idea of what to expect, so you can say which one you think sounds better, or if they sound the same, or yeah, whatever. So anyways, this is the Rode Wireless Go plugged in to my Sony a7R III here in the studio. All right, everyone, so there you have it. That is it. That is a look at the Rode Wireless Go versus the Bietrun WXM22. And I'm curious to know which one that you like the best. Which one do you think sounds the best? Which one do you think performed the best? Which one do you think maybe looks the best? I don't know. But let me know. I'm curious, so leave me some comments in the comments section. There are definitely some distinct differences. One of them, well, we can see right now, is size. It's not a big difference, but it is a difference. Another big difference is the price. The Rode Wireless Go is more than twice as much as the Bietrun WXM22. Also, they work on different frequencies. We're talking about, we're talking about a UHF system versus a 2.4 gigahertz system. So we're going to have better range with the Bietrun. They both have built-in microphones, so you can determine which one you think sounds the best. Also, you get a lavalier microphone with the Bietrun, whereas with the Rode, you have to buy it separately. You also get a Trs cable with the Bietrun, where you have to buy that separately with the Rode as well. So if you're using these with a cell phone, then you're gonna have to spend some extra money to get it to work with the Rode. So yeah, anyways, I think that both of them are pretty good microphone systems, but I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide which one you think is the best. And I'm really curious to know what each of you think. So if you watch this video, leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know which one you think worked out best and which one might work best for you. So yeah, anyways, there you have it. I'll leave links to both of these products down below in the video description so you can check them out. I'll also leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere if you want to reach out and say hello or see other products and services that I've reviewed over time. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.